So when I was 19 years old, I was young and dumb, and I was married to this Hispanic chick. And don't need to go into that, but we was coming from a suburb in Chicago. Y'all in Chicago know Melrose Park. So we're driving from Melrose Park, and I'll never forget, we stopped at a stoplight at North Avenue in Harlem, and there was a big Sears and Roebuck's building that used to be there, and it's not there anymore. So we're at this stoplight, and all of a sudden I look to my left, and it's this big greenish tone hue, like plasma looking ship hovering right over the Sears building. So we're talking about like 200 feet in the air, y'all. I'm talking about up close. And this thing was like half the size of the Sears building, which the Sears building was really big. So we're talking about a ship that, I mean, in my mind could fit, I don't know, maybe 200 to 300 people easily or something like this, right? And so I'm looking at this thing, and keep in mind, when you see something like this up close, it doesn't register with your mind. That's why I didn't even bring it back up until 8 years later. It was like it just came back in my mind. My wife at the time seen it too. We both staring at this thing, but we didn't talk about it when we went home. And that's the strange thing about it. So this thing, as I'm looking at this thing hovering over this building, it shot off into the air. And then it like blinked. It had like a strange kind of rhythmic vibration to it. And it shot out this, shot out that, and then shot this way, and that thing was gone. So I basically seen some kind of plasma ship moving at like speeds of 10,000 miles per hour. You know, first it's hovering over the building, then it shoots off 1 mile in this direction, shoots off another mile in that direction, and then it's just gone, shot out of there. And that's what I seen when I was 19 years old, guys. Now, it's funny, like I told y'all, I'm not playing the black and white paradigm. You could throw Elijah Muhammad and 444 out the window. Joseph Chapelon says that it's not going to go past 2035. You know, y'all know I left a link. And he said he see an ending coming in 2024. Now, we can completely throw all the prophecies out the window, y'all. Y'all can see with your own 2 eyes. Do y'all really see this thing going on for another 10 years? Or where we at now? And if we do go on another 10 years in this reality, what is that going to look like 10 years from now? I just want y'all to ask yourself that. If this is all BS, how can we go past 2035? You know, just think about that. So Joseph Chapelon is right and exact. You know, this is the way I see people looking out here. And this thing ain't going past no 2035. That's why ain't no use of me trying to think about having a wife and children. I know it ain't gonna go much longer.